Oh boy, we have Horizon news. The PC port of Horizon Forbidden West is officially coming, and the Complete Edition is coming really soon. So I want to do a quick rundown of the announcement and everything we know at this point. Even though I've played so much Forbidden West at this point, I'm really excited for the PC port because it means new people are going to experience the game for the first time. And I just love when the community is like fully amped on Horizon. So let's break down the announcement and go over everything we know right now. Okay, starting with the Complete Edition. As far as content goes, the Complete Edition is the base game of Forbidden West plus the Burning Shores DLC bundled into one package for 60 US or 70 euro. So you shouldn't expect any new content in the Complete Edition, and if you already own the base game and the DLC, then there's really no point in buying this unless you just want it as a collector's item. You do get some additional digital goodies in addition to the game and the DLC. So it actually looks like these are the same digital items you get when you buy the collector's edition of Forbidden West, which is actually still for sale on PlayStation Direct if you want the Tremortusk statue and all that, but the collector's edition does not come with the Burning Shores DLC. Anyway, the special items you get with the Complete Edition are a special pose and face paint in photo mode, the digital soundtrack, the digital art book, the Sunhawk digital comic book, and then you get a handful of in-game items. So you get the Karja Behemoth Elite outfit, the Karja Behemoth short bow, the Nora Thunder Elite outfit, the Nora Thunder sling, an Apex Claw Strider machine strike piece, and a resource pack. Okay, a really important point is that the Complete Edition is only coming to PS5 because the Burning Shores DLC can't run on the PS4. At least that's what they tell us. No, but seriously, if you've seen the DLC, then it makes sense why it can't run on PS4. I know there's a lot of you out there that are still hoping Burning Shores will eventually come to PS4, and I hate to be the one to tell you this, but it really isn't going to happen. Guerrilla made it pretty clear when Burning Shores was announced that it was specifically and only designed for the PS5. The good news is, if you haven't looked in a while, there's way more PS5s in stock right now, and there's a lot of pretty good deals going on. The major one is the Upgrader program directly through PlayStation that lets you get a free game. And these are like good games, guys. So we've got both of the existing Spider-Man games, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, The Last of Us Part 1. These are like major great games. I'll link the whole list of 12 below, but if you were thinking about picking up a PS5 at some point soon, now's a pretty good time. So what you have to do to get the free game is buy a PS5 and activate it on your PSN account before October 20th. It looks like this promotion's only running in the US, but it might be active in other regions, so maybe take a look for it. Okay, a couple other things about the Complete Edition, and then we'll talk about PC. Release date. It's next Friday, October 6th. That means that there's a pretty good chance we'll also see a patch for people that already have the game around that time. Again, don't expect the game to change in any major way, probably just some bug fixes. Hopefully not a few particular bug fixes. I've also seen a few people asking if the Complete Edition will have a physical disc version. That's a good question, and we don't have a solid answer right now. Earlier today, around the announcement, it did look like some box art leaked at one point, but a physical disc version is not confirmed at this point. Alright, let's talk about the PC port. Think there's anything in here? Okay, when is it coming? Right now, what we know is early 2024. So of course that could be anytime before like June, but probably in like the January to April window, I would say. I think, or at least I hope they're not announcing a specific date right now because early 24 looks like it could be very crowded with games, and maybe they're waiting to see where they can slot in. A big one that's rumored right now for early 2024 is Elden Ring DLC. We also have Stellar Blade, which it's unclear if that's still coming out on PC at launch, Dune Awakening, Black Myth Wukong, Rise of the Ronin, which I think is only PS5 at launch. There's also a Wonder Woman game possibly coming out in 2024, which I think could actually be a pretty big one. But yeah, there's just so many games slated for 2024 right now that it would make sense if Guerrilla wanted to wait a few months, maybe wait for the Game Awards and see what else gets pinned down early in the year. We don't know much else about the PC port right now. We do know that Nixxes Software is handling it, which is good news. Sony bought Nixxes a couple years ago, so they're a PlayStation studio now, and they specialize in porting games. Nixxes handled porting the two existing Spider-Man games to PC and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, both of which seem to have gone pretty smoothly, so hopefully we have a smooth launch for Forbidden West on PC too. So that's everything we know. The big question I have about the PC port right now, that I know a lot of you probably have too, is what are the recommended and required specs? We don't know anything about specs yet, but you can be sure I'll let you know when we do. So make sure you get subscribed to stay updated on everything to do with Forbidden West coming to PC. If you're new to the channel, I have tons of guides on the game, and I'm planning to make a lot more around the PC launch. I'm also curious what questions you guys have about the PC port, so leave those down in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Focus.